Hi guys, welcome to Manoeuvre. Today we have Milind who scored 104 marks out of 150 and what is rank? 88. 88. So he got 88 rank MS Law City 3 years 2020 exam and college अभी चालू हो गया उनका and due to COVID it is not offline, online mode it is started. Last time we people asked many questions regarding number of hours preparation, how many hours we need to prepare. So all these kind of a question answer will be given by the Milind. So yeah, Milind, you can start and first start with your background, your academic background, college को लेकर के, academic को लेकर के, and what is your career goal basically, and later on preparation with regards to MH Law CET exam.
So basically, I did my BA in economics from DG Ruparel College, and I did my master's in economics from Mumbai School of Economics and Public Policy. Academics, like I've been fairly average student, and then I decided to try my career in law now, and therefore I aimed at GLC. That was my only goal. Like from beginning, I just focused on GLC, and even I just put one preference college in my preference list. I did not put any other college. I just wanted to. I was fairly sure that I only want to go to GLC.
And finally, the target is achieved. He is in GLC. And rank, as I told you, 88 rank.
And so like my only goal was GLC. So I did not want, I did not prepare any comprehensive strategy as such from the beginning for the preparation. But mostly I started thinking about the pattern of exam. And I think the classes helped me a lot in understanding the nature of the exam. More than preparation, I would say the understanding of the nature of the exam is important because you cannot study everything in the world. CET is a very comprehensive exam. It's I should say it's a basic common sense exam. More than any preparation, you cannot cover the entire syllabus. It's so hard. GK is unimaginably vast.
So basically, Milind is from our Dada center. He used to come weekend batch.
No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, weekday batch. So Dada runs 3 days batches used to happening. So he's basically offline student. Let's talk about section by section. Logic, GK, English, and legal. Out of these 4 sections, which section you find yourself not comfortable? What tough section hai?
I would say logic. Because like it requires practice. Even if you're good at analytical, if your analytical ability is good, if you are out of practice, then you might not be performing very well. But even in that section, I did not like prepare everything. I focused myself, like I was good at traditional logic, and like of course puzzles in CET are very difficult. So I knew from the beginning that if I solve all the puzzles in the world, so I first completed traditional logic. So let's secure your marks, like 10-15 marks there, and then as and when you progress with the preparation, I solved. And basically in puzzles, I thought mainly about the template, which is very important to tackle the puzzle. Even if you don't solve all the puzzles, you should know the templates,
how to arrange the data.
Arrange the data. That is very important for solving puzzles. So I completely left the puzzles to be dealt at the exam. And mostly I did the traditional logic stuff, and I think most on the questions were on similar lines, which my preparation.
So this year paper was bit 2020 का जो CT था वो थोड़ा सा high level tough बोल सकते हो with regard to all the section. This is what the puzzle का level भी काफी different था because maths was there. 3 years में maths नहीं आता, we all know. But 3 years के puzzle वाले question में भी maths था. So that's why वो थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा tough हो गया. So after logic, which section you find not comfortable?
That was I think that was my concern area, logical reasoning. Rest 3 sections I think were in, if I rank them from English, legal, and GK. If I rank them in my comfort level. So again, English is a section where like everybody is not on the same page. Like it depends on what your starting point of English is. You cannot like sit like I'll prepare from English from today and I'll be very good at English after let's say 3 months. So again, it's more contingent upon how your English is from the beginning.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, but the basic things, of course, reading Hindu and also reading is more important.
Okay. And what about GK, which is the core area of your law CET exam?
GK is, of course,
current affairs and static.
Like no material, no portal, nothing is enough for it. It is like you should be God to know everything in about GK. So I basically again followed. There are multiple channels, multiple websites, multiple material, but I won't say the most important thing about GK is it's boring. It's a test of your patience. Like you have to sit and listen to videos, read the material until and unless you're not going to be successful in GK. So it's a test of your patience. If you push yourself and at least listen it, even if it fails on your ears, you will remember something. You need not to remember the entire fact. But if you say this thing happened in this city, Pune introduced a new bus, that even if you remember these basic facts, you can connect them at the time of your exam.
During your preparation, what best part you have found during the in terms of the lectures which we done in the classroom and the material which you got from Manoeuvre?
As I said, material again is how you use it. You have to again not depend on one type of material. You have to supplement it. You cannot, as I said, it's a very comprehensive exam. You need to do a lot of self study. And the most important thing about Manoeuvre, I'll say, is the approach. For more than material, I'd say the approach towards the exam. And most people do not get the approach of the material. They buy all fancy books. They do all like mega strategy planning. I'll study 12 hours, 13 hours, 15 hours. But they don't understand what like there is traditional section, there is puzzle section, there's this. Nobody, like everybody is just preparing for logical reasoning. You must divide your planning. In the English में paragraph jumble you will face reading comprehension, you will face error correction. So which you have to understand the exam. You just can't, like, I'm preparing for CT and I'm reading material. And one more thing to add, I'll not say competitive nature, but all my friends, the most important thing, the connections I made at Manoeuvre, like all the friends and all of us got GLC.
GLC मिल गया, सही है. Okay.
We were in contact through the preparation, during the exam, after the exam, in the admissions, and still like now we are freshers in GLC and we are still in contact.
So very soon back to back podcasts आने वाले हैं जितने लोग का selection और हो गया. Earlier there were we had posted some podcast. आगे भी और भी podcast आने वाले हैं. Not only for the law, for the other exams as well. How many hours you were preparing on daily basis?
My preparation was very ad hoc. Like there was no though. Like first 2 hours I'll study English and then I'll do as and when, like I was aware, like you should be aware in terms of GK, everything, like you hear some news, you first go and Google and not just know the headline and know the underlying facts. And you should be most, as I said, aware. I cannot give you any number of preparation. As I said, it's a take this exam as like an IQ test or a common sense test. There, if you have awareness, if you listen, if you read, you will automatically develop those skills. It is, as I said, you cannot like 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, you will develop. Again, it depends on what is your starting point. So there is no number for hours of preparation. One should not look for hours of preparation.
Okay. So guys, any other kind of a question you want me to ask in my next another podcast, do write in the comment box. तो उसके ऊपर भी अपन question we will ask from all the aspirant, those who have got GLC, ILS, जो भी कॉलेज में उनको एडमिशन मिला हुआ है. ठीक है. Last question from Milind is what tips and suggestion you want to give to all the students जो 2022-23 के लिए they are planning to write for?
Like for basically most of the people, like during also the preparation, those who are in contact with me, they face problem in English. And for English, I would suggest you don't have, and overall CT is like, first be true to yourself. Be honest, what is your level, analyze what is your level of, what is your capacity, and then try to prepare for it. Don't just like be in the air that I'll achieve this in like 2 months, overconfident. But honestly, because I also never thought about I'll be topper, I'll get 130. I wanted to be in a safe score zone, and for that, whatever preparation needed, I did not overly stress myself. I was not thinking about CET every day. But as in when like 1 hour here and there, 1 hour GK, watching 2 videos, like do static, then solve some traditional GK, solve 1 or 2 puzzles, solve 1 passage, read here and there. So it should be a smooth process. You need not to stress too much. As I said, it's a basic awareness and common sense exam.
So the best part of Milind, what I have understood after talking to him, all time I tell this to all my students: one goal, no option. This is what the attitude he made. कि GLC चाहिए और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. ये attitude से preparation if you start, so definitely you will achieve your goal, whether it is GLC, ILS or career or in terms of anything. ठीक है. So that's it, guys. Okay, this is what the gift from our end, from Manoeuvre side, to Milind. And since he have achieved GLC, there is a scholarship card which he will be getting from Manoeuvre side. So congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And if you also want to achieve this kind of, want to get such kind of appreciation, तो Manoeuvre join करो और GLC crack करो and build your career. चलो, all the best.